Welcome to Maths and Science by IITian channel. Today I have taken up one question from JEE Mains 2025. It's a very good question involving concepts in complex analysis with respect to complex numbers. It is given that there is a unit circle with modulus of z is equal to 1. On the circle, there are 3 points, that is, the argument of z1. z1 is 1 point. The argument of z1 is minus pi by 4. Argument of z2 is equal to 0. And argument of z3 is equal to plus pi by 4. This is the data given. Then it was asked us, and another condition is also given, that modulus of z1 conjugate z2 plus z2 conjugate z3 plus z3 conjugate z1 whole square is equal to alpha plus beta into square root. If it is in this form, then alpha square plus beta square is how much? This is the question given. Because argument of z1 is argument is nothing but theta, angle. Argument of z1 is minus pi by 4. I have already told you in my previous classes, angle is measured from the positive x-axis. This way it is positive, and if you measure the angle in this way, it is negative. Now, first is argument z1. Theta of z1 is this way, negative. This is the point z1. This angle is minus pi by 4. And argument of z2 is 0. Because these 3 points are lying on the circumference of the circle, z is equal to 1. How to draw the circle with locus of z? I have already explained in the previous lectures. Please see them. This is angle is 0 here. This is z2. And argument of z3 is pi by 4. This is positive, because this angle is positive. This is z3. z1, z2, z3. They are lying on the circumference of a circle. Then what he wants? z1 into conjugate of z2 plus z2 into conjugate of z3 plus z3 into conjugate of z1 whole square. Modulus whole square is equal to, we have to represent it in alpha plus beta square root of 2 beta. Okay. Now, let's go into the details of the problem. Let us solve. It may look complicated, but when you see, we are able to analyze it very easily. Either you visualize the circle in the mind, or you draw the circle if you have time. This is the origin. This is z3, and here it is z2, and another is z1. You know what is conjugate? If z is equal to x plus iy, then conjugate of z is equal to x minus iy. I have already explained you this. That means z1 is the conjugate of z3. z3 is the conjugate of z1. Do you accept it? Because I'm giving a shortcut. This is pi by 4, this is pi by 4. z1 is the conjugate of z3, z3 is the conjugate of z1. That means z1, z2 conjugate plus z2 Z2, Z3 conjugate plus Z3, Z1 conjugate will be how much? First you have to find that. Then we can take a modulus and we can solve it without any problem. Modulus square. Now, Z is equal to x plus iy. How can I write this? A, argument. You please try to understand this one. Argument is equal to theta. Z is equal to e to the power of I theta. Or we can rather say, if it is not a unit circle, please remember radius into e to the power of I theta. It's a very important equation. It has a lot of engineering applications and also in many mathematics problems. This formula is rigorously used. Z is equal to r into e to the power of I theta. It is the polar form of expressing Z. Because e to the power of ix is equal to cos x plus I sin x, which we already know. You can refer to my previous lectures for deriving this. Now, Z is equal to x plus iy can be written as radius into e to the power of I theta, that is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. Here, what is r? Here r for a unit circle, it is a unit circle. It is given in the question itself. Z is equal to 1 is a unit circle. Why Z is equal to 1 is a unit circle? The modulus of Z is equal to 1 represents a unit circle. You please refer to my previous lectures. Because it is an origin, because x plus iy is referring to origin, x minus 0 and y is y minus 0. Hence it represents an origin. To an origin, square root of x square plus y square, that is equal to 1. That is the radius. What is the radius of the circle? Square root of x square plus y square. X square plus y square is equal to r square is the equation for the circle. R is equal to 1 means x square plus y square is equal to 1. Therefore, square root of x square plus y square is equal to 1. That means modulus of z is equal to 1. This modulus of z is equal to 1 represents a unit. For these basics, you please refer to my previous lectures. Now, here r is equal to 1 given it's a unit circle. It implies z is equal to r into e to the power of I theta is equal to 1 into e to the power of I theta, because r is 1, e to the power of I theta. That is equal to 1 into cos theta plus I sin theta. That is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta for a unit circle. Now, we have got what is z. Now, how z1 is defined? Z1 is equal to Z1 has argument as theta is equal to minus pi by 4. We have visually already seen on the unit circle where Z1 is there, which implies Z1 is equal to e to the power of I in minus I pi by 4. Because theta is e to the power of pi theta, theta is minus pi by 4. Similarly, Z2 is equal to e to the power of I into 0, that is e to the power of 0, that is equal to 1. And Z3 is equal to e to the power of I pi by 4 because the angle is pi by 4. I pi by 4. Z1 we know, Z2 we know, Z3 we know. Z1 is equal to e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Implies Z1 bar is equal to e to the minus will become plus. Please try to understand this. This is because e to the power of I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Whereas e to the power of minus I theta is equal to cos minus theta plus I into sin minus theta. That is equal to cos theta minus I sin theta. That means e to the power of I theta and e to the power of minus I theta both are conjugate to each other. Because here it is cos theta plus I sin theta, here it is cos theta minus I sin theta. X plus y is one complex number means x minus y is the x minus iy is the conjugate. Cos theta plus I sin theta is one number means complex number. Cos theta minus I sin theta is the conjugate of that. That means e to the power of I theta is a number means e to the power of minus I theta is the conjugate of that number. Now, what is the conjugate of Z1 with the above principle? Z1 is e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Conjugate of Z1 is minus of minus is plus e to the power of I pi by 4. Z2, because it has no imaginary number, Z2 sorry 1 e to the power of 0, no imaginary number, it will remain same. There will not be conjugate for a real number, there will not be conjugate for a real number, there will not be conjugate for a real number. For a complex number only there will be real number. There will be for a real number, for a complex number only there will be a conjugate. For a complex number only there will be a conjugate. Please remember this. For a real number there will not be any conjugate. Conjugate and the original number are same. Z2 is equal to 1. It does not have any imaginary number. Hence, the conjugate and original numbers are same. Z2 bar is same. Z2 is equal to 1. Z2 bar is same as 1. What is Z3 bar? That is equal to e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Because Z3 is e to the power of I pi by 4. Z3 bar is e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Why I am going slow? I want you to learn the concept with the geometry. Now, what is Z1, Z2 bar? Z1, Z2 bar is Z1 is equal to e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Z2 bar is 1. That is equal to e to the power of minus I pi by 4. What is Z2, Z3 bar? Z2 is 1. Z3 is e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Hence, Z3 bar is equal to e to the power of I pi by 4 plus. That is equal to e to the power of I pi by 4. Then what is Z3, Z1 bar? Z3 is e to the power of Z1 e to the power of minus Z2 is 1. Z3 bar is Z3 bar is e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Because Z3 is e to the power of I pi by 4. Z3 bar is e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Now, Z3 is e to the power of I pi by 4 into Z1 bar. What is Z1 bar? E to the power of plus I pi by 4. This is equal to e to the power of 2 into I pi by 4. That is equal to e to the power of I pi by 2. Now, we have to find out its values. Because we have to bring it to the form of alpha plus square root of 2 into beta. This value, let us write here only. What is e to the power of minus I pi by 4? Because it is minus cos minus pi by 4 plus I into sin minus pi by 4. Minus sin theta, sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Cos of minus theta is cos theta only. That means cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 minus I into 1 by root 2. Sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Now, this value e to the power of minus I pi by 4, this is also same. One by root 2 minus I into 1 by root 2. Then Z3 into Z1 is equal to cos pi by 2 plus I into sin pi by 2. What is the value of cos pi by 2? That is 0. 0 plus I into 1, that is I. Please cross check again. E to the power of minus I pi by 4, Z2 is 1, e to the power of minus I pi by 4, that is 1 by root 2 minus I into 1 by root 2. Yes. Z2 is 1 and Z3, what is that? Conjugate of Z3 is e to the power of minus I pi by 4, e to the power of this. This is also e to the power of minus I pi by 4. Now, this plus this plus this, what it will be? 1 by root 2 minus I into 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 minus I into 1 by root 2 plus I whole square. This is equal to Z1 Z2 bar plus Z2 Z3 bar plus Z3 Z1 bar whole square. Therefore, this value will be 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Real values when you add, this will be 2 by root 2. 2 by root 2. Plus I into, this is 2 by root 2 minus plus 1 whole square modulus. Now, the modulus of root 2 plus I into 1 minus root 2 whole square. The modulus of root 2 plus 1 minus root 2 is how much? Two plus 2 let us do it. X plus IY modulus is nothing but square root of x square plus y square. That is square root of 2 square plus 1 minus root 2 whole square. That is equal to square root of root 2 square plus 1 minus root 2 whole square. Square root of 2 plus square root of 2 square root of 2 whole square plus 1 whole square minus 2 into 1 into root 2. Therefore, that value will be this whole square. Ultimately, we have to do. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. This is nothing but square root of 5 minus 2 root 2 whole square. That is nothing but 5 minus 2 root 2. That is equal to alpha plus square root of 2 into beta. Alpha is equal to 5 when you compare these values. Beta is equal to minus 2. Beta is equal to minus 2. Therefore, alpha square plus beta square is equal to 5 square plus minus 2 whole square. That is equal to 25 plus 4 is equal to 9. 29 answer. Answer is 29. This answer is given in the options. That is option number 4. That is the correct one. I think I will conclude this lecture here, and if any value addition has taken place because of this lecture, please refer to my earlier lectures, share them, view them, comment on them to get further knowledge, and please subscribe to my channel for getting the regular updates. My channel is Maths and Science by IITian. Because we have almost completed some part of complex numbers and vectors, I thought it will be prudent for me to go along with the latest questions being asked in JEE Mains and JEE Advanced on these topics, so that we can press upon them and we can understand them, so that our understanding and our teaching go together. That is my idea, to bring these original questions in front of you and solving them. Best of luck to you. Thank you for listening to me.